What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. Force here with another update video. Today is Monday, August 27th, and we're going to start off with some news about the website. I expect it to be up by the end of the week. That is the current game plan. By Friday, the latest, we hope to have the website back up and running. If you're not in the know, last week, our website, FSG.com, well, it stopped existing. The hosting company happened to lose the files of the website, and as a result, the website no longer existed. We have the backup files. We are in the process of getting it back up and running. The plan, ideally, is in the earlier portion of this week, if not by the end of the week. If those plans should change, if any issues should arise, I will let everyone know via Facebook or Twitter. But again, as of now, plan to have ForceStrategyGaming.com back up and running by the end of the week so that you guys can be back on the forums and chatting and watching the videos there and checking out the Force feeds and whatever you guys like doing on the website. I'm a huge supporter of our community, and I think having the website as a focal point is so very important. Again, many apologies for it being down for the past week and probably a week and a half or so before it actually gets back up. But we're working diligently to get it back up and running as soon as possible. Next up, I want to briefly discuss the PC version of Dark Souls. Now, in last week's update video, I mentioned that I plan to cover Dark Souls, the PC version, which was released late last week. Now, if you happen to miss it, in last Friday's Force feed, I talked about some major issues I was having with the game. The first one were the resolution issues and the frames per second issues. FPS I can deal with 30, that's fine. There are some games that just run on 30, and that's not the end of the world. In fact, most console games run on 30 FPS at the moment. And the resolution, there was a fix for that. There was the resolution, the texture pack that one of the community members from NeoJaf actually updated very quickly after the game came out, making it so that it's no longer locked basically in 720p with blurry textures as well. So that was a little fix for that as well. The other big issue was the control setup, and this was something that I encountered on Friday when I was trying to get the video for the game. And I made the video on the Force feed mentioning that, this was really stupid, that the keyboard setup was horrendous, and there was so much backlash talking about a controller. I mean, I gotta be honest, I normally don't game on the PC with a controller. It's a PC. I use my keyboard and mouse. I'm sitting in a chair. I'm pretty close to my monitor. A controller, for me, is more of something when you're sitting on the couch. Now, that's not necessarily me being stubborn. It's just something, up until this point, I've never needed a controller for a PC game. There have been many PC ports from console where mouse and keyboard have worked quite fine. And sure, they're not always ideal controls, but the Dark Souls PC version is worse than ideal. It's horrendous. The mouse and keyboard controls are just god-awful. And there are fixes and adjustments that can be made. I didn't have the time on Friday. I had so much going on. I didn't have the time to go out and buy a gamepad, and I didn't have the time really to adjust the settings. I actually haven't even got the texture pack set up, which was made available. I was away all weekend, so obviously I wasn't doing it on the weekend either. Now that the week started, I'm going to see if I can try to find time to get the texture pack for the game to make it look not like garbage, and to maybe pick up a gamepad as well. That's a lot of stuff, though. I mean, again, as a PC gamer, you should not be required to get a gamepad to play a game. That's my opinion. Everyone can have their own opinion. I was kind of frustrated with it. And again, people say, well, if you're not playing FPS or RTS, you don't need a mouse and keyboard, man. You should get a gamepad for your PC. Again, I've played many non-FPS and non-RTS games that have come from console to the PC and have not had such crappy mouse and keyboard controls. I think that was just laziness or, them just being inept. And I know they're not PC developers, so that's fine, but it's just a crappy situation. I'm sorry. I would have loved to come out with a Dark Souls video last Friday. I didn't have the time. I'm going to see what I can do this week. And that's enough raging. Let's move on to new releases for this upcoming week. So we, of course, have the Mighty Guild Wars 2 that is now available. This actually was accessible at the end of last week. Again, I was away for the weekend, so I didn't get much time with it. I'll be playing some Guild Wars 2. In terms of videos, I don't think I'm going to make many videos of me leveling, but maybe some PvP stuff and eventually some high-end content if I happen to get to that point. If I play Guild Wars 2 enough, then that's what you can expect for coverage there. Also, The Walking Dead Episode 3, that's actually expected to potentially drop this week or next week. We should be seeing that very, very soon. So if that comes out this week, I will of course continue that series. Lots of people love viewing that series. I think it's a really fun game, and if you haven't bought it and you enjoy watching the series, buy it. Support Telltale Games. They're doing a phenomenal job job with the Walking Dead PC game, and I think that they deserve all the support that they can get. Also, we've got a couple of other titles like Star Void and Night Age. Those are ones that may potentially be covered this week. A few other kind of miscellaneous things that are sort of less known titles where, if I'm able to, I'll probably be covering this week as well. And of course, as always, you expect the usual suspects with the Force Feed, StarCraft coverage, some Smite coverage, some MTG videos, and things such as that. And then lastly, I want to talk about the possibility of doing a Q&A or AMA, Ask Me Anything, or question and answer session with the fans. I know a lot of other YouTubers or just internet people do this, and it's something that I thought about maybe doing as well. I just wanted to kind of gauge if there was any interest in something like that. There's so many different ways it could be set up, and I know I've got a million other projects on the table as well, but adding these small things that I think can add a lot of value are easy enough to fit in, so this is me gauging the response. Would you guys be interested in a Q&A type video, or like a live stream, or an Ask Me Anything situation where I just field kind of rapid fire question and answers? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Once again, this has been an update video. Thank you so much for watching. Tune in this week for some great, exciting gaming coverage on the channel. If you haven't subscribed already, be sure to do so. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Keep watching and keep owning.